Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. You ever meet someone once and your heart just feels something? You barely know them. They didn't promise you anything, but the way they looked at you with kindness, the way they said,
"Take care of yourself,"
it stays in your mind for days, sometimes even weeks. That was Aaliya's reality. Not once, not twice. Almost every time someone made her feel seen, really seen, she'd get attached. It wasn't about obsession. It wasn't about haram. It was about how empty her heart had felt for so long that even a drop of warmth felt like love. You see, Aaliya grew up in a household that looked fine from the outside, but inside, love was missing. Her parents were busy, always working, always tired. They cared for her, but they didn't really connect with her. No hugs, no heart-to-hearts, no, "I'm proud of you," no, "How are you feeling today?" So she carried that emptiness into her teenage years, and every time she came across a little attention, a little softness, she clung to it. A kind message from a brother in class, a compliment in a group chat, someone remembering her name. That was all it took for Aaliya to start building stories in her head. Maybe he's different. Maybe this is a sign from Allah. But the truth is, it never led anywhere, because none of them stayed. They weren't trying to win her heart. They were just passing by, and she gave them the kind of space in her life they never asked for. And every time, she ended up feeling ashamed, crying in private, repenting in sujood, asking Allah why she kept getting attached so easily. One day, she opened up to a close friend and asked, "Why do I keep falling so easily? Why do I care so much about people who don't care about me?" And her friend looked at her gently and said,
"Aaliya, your heart is soft, but it's facing the wrong direction."
That hit her, because in that moment she realized she wasn't falling in love with people. She was falling in love with feelings, with moments, with gestures, but not with their source. She was seeking kindness, but forgot that Allah is Ar-Rahman. She craved love, but forgot that Allah is Al-Wadud. She wanted to feel safe, but only a salam can give true peace. Aaliya finally saw the pattern. She was pouring her emotions into people, hoping they would fill the void that only the Creator can fill. So she started doing something different. Before letting herself get carried away with emotions, she started talking to Allah first, making dua when she felt connected to someone, not for them to love her, but for Allah to protect her heart and guide her toward what's good for her deen. She made Allah the first love of her life, and everyone else became secondary. And slowly, she felt stronger. Not colder, not bitter, just more balanced. Now, when someone shows her kindness, she smiles, but she doesn't build castles in her mind, because her peace no longer depends on people. It depends on her closeness to Allah. To every sister who relates to Aaliya, you are not weak for loving easily, but protect your love. Place it where it's safest, in the hands of the one who will never leave you empty. Because when you fall in love with Allah first, you stop falling for the wrong people, and the right ones come with His timing, not your emotions. End with a gentle reminder. May Allah protect our hearts from attachments that distract us from Him and grant us the kind of love that leads us to Jannah.